Times of old echoed in the minds of the two alchemists traveling for a long-lost herb. A man, Ignis, is quite the fellow, though he and his partner were not that mellow. Benji of Corduroy knew his trees, though the walk truly hurt his knees. As the day went longer, Ignis and Benji walked for days and the nights along the horizon yonder, and on the hill, in a cave, they found themselves something stronger. Another herb of unlimited power was the power they sought to seek. As Ignis reached, he plugged his nose to dispel the awful reek. Benji laughed and extended his staff to touch the plant there before him, but the staff fell down and melted into a golden brim. This begins their alchemical journey. Let us see what to learn, shall we?
Well, we've put in the animal's leg, the leg of the lamb. We've put the melted tortoise shell in. We've put the ashes of the peasant that begged at the corner of the street in. And we've also put in a little bit of spice from my backyard. So, we're hoping that it'll bring back our dear friend Ov. We got it from a recipe from an old warlock we used to know, Magadar. He was a great guy. He was a little bit facetious with his words. Whenever they came to get him, they asked him if he was a warlock. They said he'd leave. They said they'd leave if, he said no, but he was like, I'm definitely a warlock. And they took him and they killed him. He had a bunch of great spells. He didn't burn at the stake, so they shot him with an arrow to the heart. He had a heart murmur, so it took him out quite quickly. Anyway, the recipe worked quite well. We've already brought back a lot of people. We brought back my cat, which, in turn, we then cut the limbs off of it so we could bring back another larger animal. And then we took that so that we could bring back a larger animal. So we're basically breaking the alchemical equivalent exchange methods, which is the entire point of our magical system here. Anyway, I will do you a song and dance, and I will bring back my friend Ov. You with the fire, now show your face from the night.
Oh, get your butt out here!
Oh. Ov has returned from hell.
Excuse me?
Never mind.
Oh, it's so good to see you again.
Oh, it's so good to see you, my friend.
I can't believe it actually worked. Get down here.
I know.
Come on, come on.
Yeah.
You remember Magadar, correctly?
Ah, yes, the witch who didn't sink.
The witch who didn't sink. You know, they got into his house, and then they took him and put him into the pool, and then he wouldn't sink because he was too prideful.
Oh, no.
He was too prideful. And they took him to the stake, and he wouldn't burn.
Probably because he was wet from the pool.
Yes, so wet, in fact, that they took him off of the stake, shot him with an arrow, drew and quartered him, and then they buried him in different places because they didn't want him to come back together.
Seems a bit overkill, don't you think?
I know.
Could have just drowned him in the pool.
Obviously, they think we're gods or
Easiest
something.
choice.
You were doctor of the church.
I was.
What did you do every single time you were caught doing black magic? I never really understood that.
You just say you're demonically possessed every time, and guess what? They believe it. So gullible.
The Pope believed that?
He just believed it. You'd think they'd catch on already, but no.
Every time?
Every time.
So I heard you were, supposed to make an immortality potion for your king as doctor of the church.
I was, and it didn't work.
Obviously it didn't work.
You just combined arsenic and mercury, and when I took it myself to test it, and it didn't work. Obviously.
I brought you back myself. You don't look too good.
You don't look too good yourself. But, I mean,
Thank you.
I'm guessing that the two objects, elements, as we all call them, are poisonous. Who knew? Not us.
I don't suggest that to anybody else, but, so I'm assuming the combination of the different periodic elements that we now have, didn't exactly work out in your favor.
Now that you say it, I'm probably a poor alchemist for not realizing that.
I myself am not going to try it, but you can feel free to do it yourself once more.
Here I am, Benji of Corduroy, staring into the moonlight, next to my fire. Oh, moonlight, how I imagine the little boy fishing off of you. Oh, how I dream in the moonlight, next to my fire. Oh, moonlight, will you answer my cry? I hope you do, because I cannot cry all night, because I only have a limited...
Benji! Benji, it is...
It's a name that can only be a prefix for egg. Oh, dear dead brother, is that you?
Oh, I am here.
Where?
I'm standing right here. Just stop squinting your eyes like that.
I feel as though I could
Freaking me out.
reach out and touch you.
No,
and my hand would
you
not go
could.
through you as you are a fat.
You could, but your hand would get really hot. It's a fire.
If only
I'm real. No, really, just touch me.
my brand. I could only tell over this
Benji, shush.
artificial
Shush.
sunlight I
Shush.
have made in
Shush.
the moonlight.
Shush, shush, shush.
If my brand...
Don't.
It is
Shush.
real, and it feels pain.
We have found a way to get the gold. We must go on a quest. You and the other guy,
Velveeta?
a new plant, much more convenient and locally located.
So as to not disturb the ecosystem?
Yes.
Oh, brother.
Now that we have this useless metal and the leaves of the rare yellow rose, putting this together will make... It's not gonna work that fast, though.
Oh. I'm sorry, I'm still pretty bad at the alchemy thing, you know.
Yes. Will make us gold. It's gonna be witchcraft.
Baby!
It worked!
Oh, wow.
Did it!
I just made this thing up. I didn't know that would work.
I didn't really think it would work either. You kind of lie a lot. Or you lied until we brought you back from the dead. To be frank, I didn't think any of this magic stuff would work out. Crazy. Well, we gotta do this more often.
Magic's a lie.
Magic's a lie.
Nothing is real.